Hi boys and girls. All of us here at AC Elementary wanted to make sure that you knew how proud we were that you've worked so hard all school year and all this time that you've been at home. We hope that you're going to have a great summer. We want you to be really safe. We want you to make good choices and be the best person you can be.
All of us teachers are going to give you some summer safety tips on how you can stay safe this summer and still have fun.
So how can you be safe and have fun this summer?
One of my favorite things about summer is being able to be outside in the sun, but you have to remember to protect your skin when you're outside. One thing to remember is that even on overcast days like this, the sun can still hurt your skin. So if you wear clothes like long sleeves and pants, that's one way to keep your skin safe from the sun. And of course, don't forget your sunscreen. Did I get it rubbed in? Another way to protect your skin is to wear a hat and sunglasses to protect your face and eyes.
Any hat or sunglasses will do. You can wear these, or these, and even these, just as long as they shade your face and your eyes.
One thing I love to do this summer is play outside with my grandkids. Be sure when you play outside to wear shoes in case you step on something sharp. Be sure to remember to wash your hands when you go back inside.
And we are going to talk about safety when we're baking today, because what are we going to make?
We're going to make chocolate chip and them cookies.
Yep. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is preheat the oven for the cookies, and a child should never touch an oven or a stove without an adult. And then before you cook or make anything, what else do you want to do to get the germs off?
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Okay guys, we are getting ready to mix our ingredients. So, an important thing is you're going to have to plug it in so that the mixer works. So you always want a parent to help you with this too. Okay, now that it's fastened in, this is hooked up to electricity, so you want to make sure that your appliance is away from the water so it doesn't shock or electrocute you, okay? And Janelle, what do we need to know about these?
If you put your hand on it, it's going to hurt your hand because it goes extremely fast.
It does go fast. You got to make sure you keep your fingers out of these too, okay? So now it's time to put our cookie dough in the oven. And because the oven's going to be hot, you've got to wear your oven mitts, okay? And then remember, you want to stand back away from the oven because the temperature inside is very hot. Okay. Janelle, why should we not eat cookies right out of the oven?
Because they could burn your tongue and you're going to and then spit it out.
Yep. So remember, when you're baking cookies, make sure you're with an adult. Make sure to turn the oven off when you're done, right? And then what else can we do with our oven mitts?
Do the chicken dance.
During the summertime is a great time to maybe have a special treat here and there. So make sure you're careful when you have a sucker or a popsicle that you're not running with it because you might choke. Now before we eat, we always want to make sure that we practice good hygiene. So make sure that you wash your hands. And something that I always have the pre-K students do is we sing the alphabet while we wash our hands so that we know that we're doing it properly and going between all fingers and on the top of our hands and the bottom and making sure that we're getting them really clean before we eat. Lots of us might have gardens or be able to go to a farmer's market, but lots of fruits and vegetables are available for us, so make sure that this is a great time to try different things and also it's a really healthy and nutritious snack. Summertime is going to get really hot and I hope we all get to go outside and play, so make sure that when you're out there you drink lots of water. If you're going to go on a walk, make sure you walk on a sidewalk, or if there's no sidewalk, you need to walk on the left side of the road so that you can see if a car is coming. And if you're going to walk with a dog like I am, make sure if you see another dog, you ask to pet it before you just go up to it, because some dogs don't like people.
With the shelter-in-place order, I'm trying to grow my hair out. What do you think, Miss Allen?
I think you've got some radical hair going on, Mrs. McCurry.
Should we say radical? Should we say groovy? Here are some bike safety tips. Remember that you should ride on the right side of the street. Also be aware of the other cars that are traveling around you. Another safety tip is to make sure you have the right equipment. Have a good helmet and make sure that you're wearing your tennis shoes when you ride your bike. Something else I want you to remember is when you come to an intersection, make sure you look both ways. Then go on to the right side of the road.
Hi boys and girls, I'm going to talk to you about some safety rules if you go to the park over the summer. As you can see, I am on the swings, and when you're on the swings you need to remember to not go too high, and especially remember not to jump out of the swings. Boys and girls, these are tire chips, and I know some parks have tire chips, they have rocks. It's very important not to throw these while you're playing at the playground. They're supposed to stay in, as you can see, the barriers. Try to come to the park supervised by a parent, grandparent, babysitter, but if for some reason you are not supervised, do not leave with a stranger. Make sure when you go to the park, you look at the signs and the guidelines to follow while you are there.
Some of you may have the opportunity to jump on a trampoline this summer, so Mrs. Beck's children, Bryson and Brinley, will be giving you some tips on how you can be safe. First of all, never go underneath the trampoline while someone else is jumping. They might jump on your head if you are underneath there. Next, feel with your hand to make sure the trampoline isn't too hot for you to jump. If you have netting around your trampoline, make sure the netting is closed before you begin jumping. Be sure to jump in the middle of the trampoline and don't get too close to the springs. For maximum safety, you should jump on the trampoline alone, but if you are jumping with other people, make sure you give each other enough distance so you don't run into each other.
Hi boys and girls, some of you may be practicing your baseball and softball skills this summer. Make sure when you're practicing your batting skills, you check your surroundings around you. Make sure no one is too close so they don't get hit when you practice your swing. Make sure you always wear a helmet to protect your head. Remember, baseball and softball is an outside sport, so if it begins to storm or lightning, make sure you head inside.
Hi, so when you go hiking, there's a few things that you need to know. First is how you dress. You should have long clothes, good shoes or boots to protect your feet and support your body. And a hat, and your hair, if you have long hair, should be pulled back. You should also pack some very important things, such as if you have allergies or anything, you need to bring your EpiPen or inhaler. That is very important. Other things are food, water, and any kind of sunscreen, bug repellent, and medical supplies such as band-aids or anything if you get hurt. And you always want to remember you are walking into animals and plants, and so we need to leave them be and respect them as well.
When visiting an outdoor area like the Emma Pond National Wildlife Refuge, it's always a good idea to have some extra bug spray and sunscreen on hand. Anytime you're out walking, try to stay on the designated path. Try to walk in the middle if you can and away from the weeds, because that's where all the critters like to hang out. Sure, you might run into a cute bunny or a chipmunk, but a snake could be hiding in there, and you don't want to step on a snake. This is also where the ticks hang out waiting for a host. Anytime you go outside, it's a good idea to check your clothes, skin, and scalp to make sure you didn't take home an uninvited guest. See what I mean? This is why you stay in the middle of the path.
I think she spotted us.
guys, if you guys want something fun to do this summer, grab an adult and your fishing pole and come on out to Sight In. I'm out here at Gridley Lake this morning trying my luck on some bluegill. I haven't had much luck yet, but I just saw some fishermen and they said that it was pretty good. A couple things that you need to remember to be safe on your adventure. First of all is shoes. If you notice, I've got some tennis shoes on, and if I walk along the banks, I don't slip and slide. Your Crocs and your flip-flops get way too slippery to wear those out by the water. Also, this hook on here is really sharp because it has to catch those fish. Always, before you ever cast, make sure you look behind you before you cast and all around your surroundings, because you don't want this hook getting caught in anybody that's standing around you. You could also go hiking out here. It's beautiful, but I prefer fishing today. Let's see if I can catch something. Hey, I caught something! Looks like I need to practice my fishing skills.
Whew! That sun sure is hot. I wish I could go swimming. Whenever you go to the pool, you need to make sure you always walk around the outside and never run, because you might slip and fall. You need to make sure you have the proper flotation devices to make sure you stay above water. Wait! I probably shouldn't dive because I don't know how deep it is. If you want to dive in a pool, make sure you ask an adult if it's deep enough and safe enough. And the most important rule of all is always make sure you have an adult with you when you are swimming, and never get into a pool when you are alone.
When you're on a boat this summer, first things first, you need a life jacket. And you have to make sure you have enough life jackets in your boat for everybody to wear one. Tubing is so much fun. Just make sure that you have an orange flag stuck outside of your boat so other boats know that people are in the water. And always make sure you have a fire extinguisher just in case you need it for an emergency.
Whee! Mrs. Surratt, is that very safe?
Probably not a smart idea. Make sure you always stay seated when the boat is moving. And if you have loose objects on the floor or on the seats, you hold on to them so they don't go flying out of the boat. And don't forget, the most important rule is to always swim with an adult and never swim around the back of the boat.
It's going to be really hot this summer, so make sure you guys aren't sitting inside of a hot car. If a ball happens to roll underneath the car, make sure you ask an adult for help and never ever play behind the car.
Who's ready for some fire safety tips?
Never play with matches.
When you're around fire, like a campfire or a wiener roast, you should walk and be careful and never stick your hands in the fire. That would be really painful.
We like to eat s'mores.
But be careful with the sticks. They are pokey and sometimes they get hot. If you do catch on fire, remember to stop, drop, and roll. Only adults should use a lighter or matches to light your fireworks for the 4th of July. Woo! Yay, summer!
Yay, summer, you're the best. Yay, summer, you're the best.
So now that we've gone over all the safety tips, what do you think that the teachers and staff like to do for fun?
Bet you didn't know that we live at the school.
Well, we don't actually live here, but we do spend a lot of time here.
True.
Now that it's summertime, it's time for the teachers and staff to relax.
Although teachers and staff do have time away from school during the summer, we do continue to work hard to prepare for the next school year.
But we still like to have fun too. We want you to have a safe and fun summer.
We can't wait to see you when school resumes.
And to our 4th graders, we want to say we're going to miss you, but we look forward to hearing about all the wonderful things you do in 5th grade and keep on making us proud.
From the teachers and staff at AC Central Elementary School, have a great summer!
Hi, boys and girls. We're happy to do. We have
Let's try and get my helmet on. Gotta wear your safety equipment.
It's going to be really hot this summer, so make sure you guys are not sitting in. We're going to have to do that again. Boys and girls, when you come to the park, it's best to be supervised, whether it's with your parents, a grandparent, or a babysitter. But if for some reason you were... bug in my mouth.
We're coming for you.
Home run! Don't wear flippers in a pool, kids. It's really hard to get out.